Hello? Whoa, okay. Yep, that's what happens when I try to mess with the settings. Can hear faint whispers. Hey, Magician Red, welcome in, welcome in. Sorry for the technical issues. What happened was I was trying to change the muting thing into Streamlabs instead of my own mic, so you guys don't have to hear a clicking every single time I get off. So I think that's what messed me up. But hey, here we are. Welcome in. Down a bit, down a bit. Yep. Hey, 2S, welcome in. Welcome in. It's all good now. Yep, yep. I tuned up the sensitivity just in case, but nah, everything seems to be good so far. Welcome in. How's it going? How's it going? I should ask you that question. What's going on, guys? MJ here, and today what's gonna be one of the biggest undertakings I have ever done on the channel. Oh, that's gonna be topped very soon because, well, I'm gonna talk about that in a bit. And actually, speaking of things to talk about, I actually have a notepad cheat sheet as to what I may want to talk about. Granted, there's only like 4 or 5 things on that sheet at the moment, so there really isn't much to talk about unless I'm bouncing off of you guys. But today, we're gonna have one of my biggest undertakings ever. I'm gonna be building a China plug kit, ruining my reputation with Bandai and their incentive to work with me. So, yeah, this is gonna be the Alkaid Pink 2. Now, I've spent all afternoon unboxing this guy, and trust me, there's a crap ton of stuff in this thing. And considering that the runners go up to the letter U, and there's also like electronics in there, there's a custom base, there's a lot of stuff in here. So this thing I will not be able to finish in one sitting. That's why I'm gonna set up a second stream for tomorrow to continue on building this thing. Thank you, Channel 2S, for the inspiration from way back when. And 1 second, I actually forgot to bring in one thing, because this will be very integral to the build. Because speaking of electronics, there's a clamshell containing a lot of well, conductive wires and the motherboards and whatnot. And what I'm gonna be needing here is this bag of LEDs, so that I don't have to use the stickers. This came in with the deluxe version of the kit, and I figured might as well just get like the best edition, just so you guys can see what the whole experience is about. Welcome Magician Red, welcome Foxy, welcome Blossom, welcome No Name. I still have the SFI kit on my desk. I love him. Yeah, congrats on the on surviving the articulated fingers, mate. And so there's a crap ton of runners, so I'm gonna be going back and forth because there's no way my 8 holders over here are gonna hold everything. So once I'm done with the head, or once I'm done with the body parts, I'm gonna be going back and forth just to pick out the runners that I need. So I'm gonna maybe put up the BRB sign or something like that. But anyways, here we go. Starting right off with the clear piece. Also, Jury, if you're in here, I've taken your advice, not necessarily your direct advice, but I've taken inspiration from you in grabbing my old worn out nimbus again, just so I can deal with the clear pieces. Even though these are like a softer clear piece, nah, I'm not gonna risk it anymore. I've done that for the real grade X, yeah, while I was building it the other day, and yeah. These things, I've used them for years, and they're still good and trusty. These things I actually bought from Japan, by the way. To remind you guys, my trip to Japan was 7 years ago at this point. All closing in on 7 years. It was 2019. How's it going? And besides my horrendous intro, everything's fine. So thank you for asking, Blossom. Welcome in. Picked up the bound dog for my birthday today as a little gift for myself. Gonna be working on that while watching. Happy birthday, Blossom! Hope you enjoyed the bound dog. I actually haven't ever experienced a bound dog before because I'm not that particularly interested in the thing. I never had an issue with clear plastics on God hands myself, and I used them for years. Hey Ren! Welcome in, welcome in. Well, I don't know what to say to that, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Considering that it's gonna be a very long time before I go back to Hong Kong again. And since I bought these things from my homeland, might as well keep them safe. And of course, well, my red God hands, they've lasted fine, despite me using them on clear pieces, but again, better safe than sorry. Oh, by the way, I was editing the Nyan video today. Let me actually bring the lights down a little bit, because it just seems a little bit dark where my stream is. But yeah, I'm actually editing the Nyan video today, and oh my god, am I just feeling mixed about the whole thing. And I built the Nyan on stream, so you guys may be able to discern what the hell actually happened with that thing. What is it? What am I doing? Q113 for the standard head. So do you see the 30-minute fantasy stuff I posted on Stream Dump? Yes, I did, and there really isn't any further input I can put on it because I'm not into that line. What are you building? I don't think I've seen that design before. It's a China pla. That's why I said I'm ruining my relationship with Bandai. This China pla is actually like the only reason I got this is because it is based on the Extreme Gundam Explosion from Extreme vs 2 and also the tie-in manga simply called Mobile Suit Gundam Extreme. And since Bandai really loves to ignore Extreme Versus and providing us with releases, I figured that this may be my only chance of ever getting like something that's close to the Extreme Gundams. And frankly, so be it. If this is my only opportunity to get something that Extreme related, then yeah. And if I think that this kit is good, I may actually want them to release like their own interpretations of the other 3 Extreme Gundams. So, do you guys want me to walk you through the whole Extreme Gundam like lineup? Because I did a video when the explosion and the Xanadu were revealed back in the day. Didn't really go too well, but I just got a little bit rambly. Actually, I did also do a video on the Extreme Gundam Vicious and the Supreme, but that just got scrapped at the last minute because I literally just went on a ramble where it will be far more suited for a stream than anything. Wing-coded head design in my opinion. Yes. How long do you keep your nippers so unrusted? These are new. These are from last year when I went back to Hong Kong. And I surmise, besides for safety reasons, that's probably why God had provided us with a pouch, so that you can cover up the blade and keep it away from the elements as much as possible. How do you... Yep. Music needs to be a little bit down, to be fair. Okay. Got it. Forget me not, where are you? I'm gonna tone it down to about 0.35. Let's see if that goes. Let's see if that's better. Because I'm looking at OBS and the output of the music is like half my volume. Can you review the third-party DOM? I've seen requests on my suggestions channel, and it's in my Discord, by the way. So if you guys want to join, there's the link in the description. Oh yeah, by the way, I haven't really... Oh shite. I completely neglected to change the membership credits, just because a bunch of people who've been gifted memberships had theirs run out today. So 1 second. I'm sorry, I'm being a terrible streamer. So that should be fine. And there's that. Edison Kelly, did you see did you see my high grade Rouge Rachar? Yeah, I've seen it. I forgot where, but I've seen it. I've been using a twin set of white. What? I've been using a twin set for a while for nippers. Ah. I really should take more care of my nippers, to be honest. Because I keep telling people that I'm like the quintessential anti-example of how to build a kit. Because a lot of the things that the pros would suggest you do, I really don't do. Like sometimes I still twist parts of the runners like I was tempted to right now. And I hold my nippers backwards. So I'm the quintessential anti-example of how to build a kit. Speaking of Extreme Versus, what do you think of the new Barbatos? It's just metal build being metal build, to be honest. I really don't like it. Like, honestly. Like, granted, I understand that it's IBO we're talking about, so their anniversary was still fresh in their minds. But why would you need, like, metal build being metal build, I'm completely fine with. I just isolate myself from that spot. But to add it into like Extreme Versus, like, why? And also having that big chariot on the back of it, just why? I don't understand. And it's not like people. Let me actually get this done because I don't want to screw this up. By the way, these panels are not electronic. By the way, these are just simply plastic sheets that the LEDs go onto. I'll talk about these LEDs in a minute, but with regards to the new Barbatos, no thank you. Just no. Because it just and especially because it's attributed to Mikazuki, and like I said before, anybody says otherwise, the red cape actually is attributed to Mikazuki. So for people who keep saying that it's like, oh, it's the Calamity War Barbatos, no, it's not. So just stay put. I don't know what else to say there, but I just really don't like the new Barbatos, to be honest. I really don't. It just feels so out of character. Not like, I know Mika likes to yeet stuff, but there's I'm struggling to articulate my feelings for it. Genuinely. Just because I feel like it's so pointless. The light goes on like that. And the face goes on like that. Yeah, it's the first time I've heard that Extreme Versus has original designs or what. You've been living under a rock, Ren, because Extreme Versus has always had original designs. And frankly, a lot of them I wish had kits. Of course, there's the we have kits of the Extreme Gundam, and then 10 years, like during the title's 10-year anniversary, we got the high grade versions for the Extreme Gundam Eclipse phase. We initially got the 10th anniversary version to accommodate to go with the collector's edition of the PS5 release of the game. PS4 release of Maxi Boost On. So you get a physical copy and you get a blue version of the Extreme Gundam Eclipse phase. Hey, hello! Jack-o'-lantern! Jacko the Lantern. Well, thank you for subscribing. That gave me a little bit of a shock. But thank you for subscribing. Now, they gave us the blue version of the... Something tells me that the LED is not supposed to rattle in there, and I don't know how to fix it. I'm just gonna take it apart. So we got the blue version of the Extreme Gundam Eclipse phase as part of the 10th anniversary, and then about 10 months later, in like the next March, P-Band, I got the regular version, like Extreme Gundam Eclipse phase, and that's it. which is a shame because there's a lot of designs that are from Extreme Versus that I would really want as a kid. Let's say the Extreme Gundam Type Leos to Valiant Surface, the Extreme Gundam Excelia, the Extreme Gundam Mark II Axe, and then we move on to I don't want to do spoilers because there's another Extreme Gundam variant that literally nobody has talked about, and I've only known that from reading the Gundam Exa manga, but I'm not gonna talk about that because we barely know anything about it. I've only just started understanding Japanese, so I'll still have to reread a lot of stuff. And then we have the Nextreme Gundams that were introduced in, what is it? Extreme Versus 2. Now, what is the one? Cross Boost. Cross Boost, and then is it Cross Boost before? I'm struggling to remember. There's so many versions of Extreme Versus 2 at this point. There's Cross Boost. There's something in the middle, and no, Cross Boost, Over Boost, and Infinite Boost. Now I remember. They've literally written their own OST for Over Boost, and I forgot about that completely. And yeah, introduced in Cross Boost, we have the Nextreme Gundams. So we have the Explosion, which is this thing, which is kind of like a riff on the. It's kind of a riff on the. What is it? The Valiant Surface in color scheme, but it's primarily a melee type. And then you have the. What's the next step? I'm just gonna let it rattle in there. And then you have the Xanadu, which is a high firepower, long range support type. And then you have the Supremacy, which is more a ninja. And then the Vicious, which is basically an edgelord, which can literally transform into a dragon. So there's a lot of original designs from Extreme Versus that I wish would have a kit. So that's the sole reason I purchased this thing, because God knows Bandai would literally wait for eternity before they ever give like Extreme Versus any attention. MJ, can you shoot by Rui tool nippers? What does that mean? I use Rui tool. Sadly, because I don't have a lot of time to stay. Don't worry about it, Foxy. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I don't really like the Metal Build originals either, especially with how kitbashy the 001s are. It just removes their character, to be honest. Like, the moment I saw the Device Exia and the Device Dynamis, and it's like, okay, you're doing the Gundam Seed thing now? You're just stripping them of their originality, just slapping on a backpack and calling it a day? And then they've introduced the Estrella 2, which is literally just the 00 Gundam. And I don't particularly like that one either. Like, it looks nothing like an Estrella. You can just basically call it the Proto 00 Gundam and call it a day. Why would you have to rip a name from somewhere else? Like, it has literally no ties to the second generation Gundams. Like, why would you call it an Estrella? God knows. And then we never got a continuation of the lore because they've just decided that they're done with it now. But in the middle, they released the Gundam Dynamis Saga. So God knows what they have, what their plans about that are for. And honestly, having teased the Innovator copies of the third generation Gundams, they've done nothing with it. They've done nothing with that idea. And honestly, like, come on, stop milking Exia and Dynamis. There's also Curios, and then there's Virtue. Maybe if you're generous enough, go for Nautilus. There's like so many other things in 00 that they can potentially market, and they decide to fixate on Exia and Dynamis. Like, come on, why? Extreme Gundam that uses arcade mode bosses. Yeah, so the Extreme Gundam, the original Extreme Gundam, one of my favorites of the franchise. It literally has like large exo armor packs, and that's what's being used as bosses. If you guys look it up, there's like the Tachyon phase, which is a melee type. I think the Xenon phase came. The Xenon phase came before the Tachyon phase, canonically. So X initially. X is the AI who pilots the Extreme Gundam, by the way. So X pilots the Extreme Gundam, and I think he developed the Carnage phase first, and then he saw. I don't know which sequentially. So I think Leo's developed his packs first before. No, wait, is it? I don't know the sequence of events, but the Carnage phase is the antithesis to the Eclipse phase. Tachyon phase it counters the Xenon phase. The Ignis phase is basically the funnel type, which counters the Ios phase. And then there's the wholly original Centaur pack called the Mystic phase. And then in the next Versus, when inevitably the main characters won, not X. There's the 4 Dark Cincias, and then they have their own versions of the Extreme Gundam packs called the Rephaser packs, which is, well, let's just say they're controlled by the Extreme Gundam R, which is literally just the original Extreme Gundam except with darker blue pieces apparently. Okay, so the cheeks don't light up. It's probably best I bring out the foil stickers. Just so they have an extra bit of shine in there. MJ, today I want to buy some kits, but I'm confused as to Master Grade Vidar and Master Grade Dual Assault. I haven't built the duel, so I'm sorry, but if you get the Master Grade Vidar, you're in for a good time, so go for that. Of course, IBO bias is seeping through, duh. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my god, these stickers, they don't peel off as well as I had hoped. Of course, yeah, look at this. This is so annoying. Like, what do you do in these situations? You cut it out, and then you're gonna have to spend the next half an hour trying to peel the underlayer off, getting cross-eyed in the process. Frankly, if I have a second chrome marker, I can just use that. But there we go. That's the sticker off. And I really hope this isn't like those typical third-party ones where they don't stick at all. Still hate that the lights is rattling around in there, but nah, what could you do? And then this, where the forks are. Assume the detail is it goes on the underside then. That's a bit tricky. Is the Master Grade Hyzak back in stock? No, the Master Grade Hyzak is back in stock. Can you review it? Perhaps. Like, personally, I'm a bit apprehensive about Master Grades, but now that my catalog is almost done over with, I may consider reviewing it. I'm not sure. What? Wait a second, let me try with this other piece. So the indentation. How are we feeling today, MJ? I'm feeling alright, actually. I'm feeling alright. I just need to figure out how these things go. Not unless I cut out the wrong piece, which is entirely possible, but looks like it's not. Weird. Extreme Versus is a deceptively large branch of the Gundam brand. It just doesn't seem that way internationally because the game is really Japan only. Yeah, and apparently, according to some Japanese videos, they haven't developed the lore of an Extreme like past like some other chapter. Because they've introduced like alternate universes of the protagonist or something like that. This is a bit dicey. Is this where I run into like third-party fitment issues already? No. I really thought we had it then. Almost got it. There we go, finally. As you can see, there's also some like hex patterns in there. Alright, now I can get back to you guys while I do the second cheek. So a lot of Bandai with 15 years of constant updates, yeah. Not so into Gundam games, just really Gundam vs Gundam from the PSP, and then Gundam Breaker, also Rip Gundam Evolution. That's why I don't know about Extreme Versus designs. I live under a rock. Hey, that's what I'm here for. What are these names? They sound like armaments or something. Basically, yeah. Hey Shiro, welcome in. They die cut too deep. They're die cut too deep. Bad manufacturing. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm honest. Wouldn't actually be surprised. Probably gonna go get myself at least one more Unicorn Master Grade. Birthday in a couple of months. I mean, go ahead, feel free. Ooh, textured, nice. Yep, exactly. Don't know what will be my first intentional purchase of a Master Grade third-party Gundam would be. Technically, this isn't Master Grade, but just go with what you're interested in. Like, I've heard people talk about the SNAA kits, and they're pretty good. There's one that looks like Firefly from Honkai Star Rail. Oh, god damn it. I've messed it up. But if this thing turns out to be good in the end, I may actually consider delving more into third-party kits. Not that I'm not going to already, because I already have the Gym Spartans, and I'm gonna be like I said in the last stream, I am gonna be getting the Repair 4 Exia whenever that comes out. So, but in terms of third party, that went in so much fun, oh my god, so much easier. But in terms of third-party originals, I don't know like whether or not I'd be devoting myself to them. The MG Hyzak is the only version of the Hyzak that I like. Fair enough, I suppose. Oh yeah, and given how they've touched this kit up with loads of different finishes and whatnot, I'm definitely not going to be putting like top coats on this thing. It does come with water decals though, and I don't know if I want to put those on either. Mostly because I want to preserve the Extreme Gundam aesthetic. I think it does have a decal guide in the end though, so maybe, maybe not. Depends on how I'm feeling with this thing, because there's like literally a truck ton of stuff to go through whenever I do make the video of this thing. Weird looking Infinite Justice. Fran, it's not an Infinite Justice. I live again. Where can I get that kit? I got it from Gunpla-san in the UK, but I think you may be able to get one copy from Gundam or something like that. Maybe AliExpress would have it too. So, I don't know. I literally hopped on the opportunity when the local retailers actually have them. And seriously, this thing, I bought it since last August, and I didn't start building it until now. What a shame. Because so far, I am enjoying what they're putting out. And frankly, for the target of the stream, I want to get until at least the arms done. Oh, there's an undergate I didn't cut. No wonder it's not giving. And to be honest, I think they're using a coated gold, and it looks beautiful. Like, look at this. Looks actually like great gold. Although they call it 1 to 100 master grade Qianqiu Shang Genesis of C-Star Polgian normal version on the site. Oh, it's on Gundam Central. Ah, I see. Oh yeah, Gundam Central. That's another one. Yeah. Completely forgot about them. Honestly, I quite like the Dynamis Metal build, even though it's very inaccurate. Well, if you like it for the engineering, then it's fine. Oh, Gundam's probably gonna happen before the other Meisters. Maybe. Just to cash in on that Amuro cameo. Well, not cameo, reference. And then, I think... Okay, yeah, I still need to put that top piece on. Let's see. Gundam vs Gundam PSP is fun. Yep. Hello MJ, my Master Grade Fast came today, and good news, Zaku and Thunderbolt restock in November. That's good, actually, that's good. Not guaranteeing that I will review it, but that's good news, actually. Is there, like, anything special that's happening to Thunderbolt, like, this year? Otherwise, they would only, like, restock the main units, like the, oh, excuse me. The Psycho Zaku, the Full Armor Gundam, and the Atlas Gundam. Like, that's the three kits that I consistently see them, restock from Thunderbolt. Might be the manga's anniversary. Huh, I see. Sorry, there's one that looks like wife. What do you mean? I'm gonna eat a whole bottle of glue real quick. Don't do that, Foxy. Don't do that. You really sound more and more unhinged the more streams of mine that you watch. Oh yeah, these lights, by the way. These are apparently wireless lights. So there's going to be like an electromagnetic coil in the base. So whenever these lights get close, they can light up. I really want to try that out, and hopefully I didn't mess anything up. I don't think I'm going to be building the base on stream, just because that would be boring. And because there's just so much like intricate electronic wiring that needs to go through. I really don't have the confidence in myself to do a lot of that stuff. A118. No wonder I'm not looking. Yeah, no wonder I'm not seeing what I'm trying to look for. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Damn, that guy was right. This looks like some kind of Justice variant. Yep. I wouldn't blame you, to be honest. Pink Gundam, first thing, Justice. First thing you think of. The Thunderbolt manga did conclude last year, so I'm guessing English publication should be finishing this year too. Ah, I see. Welcome in, Warrock. Currently trying to buy someone's IBO collection. Pushing the IBO agenda is top priority. You guys have been pushing the age agenda in my server, so... Which one is it? I scored a massive photo booth from my workplace. Hey, that's nice filling in for now. What are you gonna do with it? Well, I mean, it should be obvious what you're gonna do with it. Maybe, do more gunpla photography, or something like that. Good. First of all, wife is Firefly mentioned you had earlier. Second, I have this bottle of glue and my brain needs to be stupid to handle something like this. Hey. Yeah. Whimsical. Okay, to be fair, the only reason I want any age kit right now is to make a Captain Foxy custom. I mean, you can easily do it with a Crossbow Gundam. And I'm here, Retrograde, welcome in! We are 40 minutes into the stream and I'm only still building the head. That's China Pla for you guys. Quintessential China Pla. I am the sole IBO agenda pusher. Hey, what do you think I'm doing then? But yep, here's one of the two heads, and it's very, very clearly a reference to the Extreme Gundam Explosion. Like, I don't really see the resemblance before, but seeing it up close, yep, definitely an Extreme Gundam Explosion. Do not eat glue, drink it! Slow building is normal for stream. Hey Jerry, welcome in, welcome in. I mean, slow building is normal for sure. Oh god, fitment issues. Oh god, yeah, fitment issues, yeah. Great, another hurdle to throw into the mix then. It's just because that piece inside is not. That's a massive issue. YouTube definitely has a lack of Dom Trooper reviews. Hey, I mean, people have made up excuses for me not to already have a Dom. There we go! There we go. Now this should be aligned, then. Yep. There we go. 14 minutes, the hell. Yep, it's been 14 minutes. There we go! Finally! Jesus. So that's one of the heads done, and it's probably gonna take me another 14 minutes to get the second one done. Yeah, I'm going insane. Okay, second head. What is this? This is the Alkaid Pink 2. This is a China Pla kit, and even though it doesn't seem obvious, this is. Let me just actually put on the picture because maybe you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. Not see. By the way, while I'm searching, this is based on the. I actually see my stream now that I'm looking for. When I'm looking for the proper thing. Let me download the photo. This is based on the Extreme Gundam Explosion, and it is the melee explosive combat type from the Extreme Gundam manga. Wait a minute, where's Stream Dump? Here we go. I don't need to be cheeky anymore. I really should set a consistent image source for me to just dump these images onto. Okay, so where is it? Wait a minute. You don't mean to tell me that it's Wait, I'm moving something underneath. What is it? Everything should be above my everything should be above my setup, so what's going on? I'll forget it. By the way, I give up. I'm just gonna drop it in stream dump in my Discord. Hey, filling for now. That's a nice backdrop there. I just dropped it in stream dump in my server, so you can join that and see what I'm on about. So the Extreme Gundam Explosion is the melee type of the G Guardians, they call themselves, and it's actually one of the most powerful ones of the group, even though Barkanil refuses to acknowledge it. Dom Trooper, my favorite Dom. I'm gonna be kicked off by the second MJ. That's demonic laugh. I'm gonna be kicked off any second, aren't I? That's my behavior, the demonic laughing specifically. Bro, you're the one who grows grills me for it. Do not do as I say, Ang. Sunday you watch my stream live, GG, and learn the meaning of slow building. We're gonna grill each other on stream. Get the coals ready. Oh, don't grill me though. My fur catches on fire very easily. Not that I tried it before, but hey. I'm actually asking Chikutori and Mato to give me some like expansions for the avatar, but I'm not gonna be revealing them just yet. I'm gonna save those expansions for something special, like for some special occasion. By the way, Juju, this is soft or clear plastic, so they won't chip my my nippers that easily. So yeah, I think I'm sitting more comfortably with my avatar at this moment, and I really want to put those ideas, like have those ideas come to fruition sooner or later. And I still have to commission someone on VGen to give me some custom emojis, so that's something I need to invest in. But apart from that, this should be fine. Then you should listen to your elders, young lady. She's gonna be living in her rabbit warren and just I don't know, building away slowly. She may take like at least 2 weeks to get those water decals done for the Pink Panther. Parry that, you filthy casual. Parry that, you filthy casual. For fuck's sake. Nice Slave Wraith, Jim White Dingo, and Jim Cannon White Dingo are all P Bandai, unfortunately. Somewhere in the lore, if I remember correctly, canonically, my first is meant to be brown, but it's always burning, so yeah, or was it purple? It's hard to remember when it doesn't come up often. Well, it's your fanfiction, so you should maybe have some notes for it, just for continuity's sake. Anyway, we could use the head on a separate body. I took an hour to build everything above the waist. Which kits are you talking about? It's definitely got the Extreme Gundam ear guard things. Yep, it does have some cues from the Extreme Gundam. Actually, one sec. After I put together this head, let me try and do like a tech thing on Streamlabs, just to make sure that it's the image that's the issue and not the image source. Because it worked fine. It worked fine last time when I was just showing my cheeky expression. Where is it? It worked fine when I was showing my cheeky expression, so I don't know why it's not working now. Let me just actually put on the heavy arms. I'm moving something, I don't know what. Where is it? Ah, it's over here. Oh, I was moving the grid. I'm such an idiot! It must have been right there underneath the chat all this time. I'm such a massive buffoon. Wait, where is it now? Oh, there it is. There it freaking is. So here is the extreme, not extreme, the Extreme Gundam Explosion. And judging from the head design, I'm just gonna put it right up here. You can definitely see the resemblance. Obviously, it's not like, it doesn't have as many antennas as the Explosion does, but you can definitely see the resemblance. I'm such an idiot! Granted, this is what you come to stream for. Yeah, don't leave without seeing me being an idiot. Talking in a Scottish accent. I'm such an idiot. Oh yeah, by the way, let me quickly have some GN particles. I need to reload the rockets anyway. Ain't gonna lie, my first thought when I saw the head is like Zero Summon from Mega Man X. Really? Really? Does that helmet have like ears or something? What the hell? I've never seen that Gundam before. Looks like Victory without armor. I don't remember how it's called. What, the Victory 2 Assault Buster? Your avatar is really cute, MJ. I like him a lot. Maybe too much. I like to see that you're using your avatar in your reviews now. Yeah, it's kind of like the face that I'm trying to be comfortable with. And granted, it did come up to a very, very rocky start. and especially because I am basically doing this streaming thing from zero. Wait a minute, why did my concurrent viewers crash? Right, wait, YouTube, this is not cool, mate. There's clearly more than one person in my stream. Yeah, it's completely bugged. But yeah, the whole reason I got the avatar is just to give a face to a voice. It's like I'm gonna tell the story again because this is just a concept, like just an idea that I've had since very long ago. Like back when I was still living in my in dorms while I was still in uni. So that was an idea that I've had a long time ago. I was initially gonna be a cat boy, but then Chikutori convinced me to turn it into a fox, which is why I am the way I am now. There's 13. Yep, stupid YouTube analytics is just being freaky. And the rest of the story, well, the rest is history, so I can tell you more in private, but I wouldn't like want to repeat content on stream. By the way, and speaking of content, what movies have you guys been seeing recently? Let me actually pull up a cheat sheet just in case I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, so what movies have you guys been seeing recently? Because like 2 days ago, my dad basically dragged me into seeing this movie called Mercy. It's a new movie that released in 2026, and I wouldn't have been interested in it, but I sat through it, and the movie is about a reality where we leave the judicial system up to AI. And it was a very interesting watch, to be honest. It stars Chris Pratt, obviously, and the whole thing just reminds me like a very, like, not necessarily well written, I wouldn't want to say. I don't really know where the benchmark for like murder mysteries are, but it comes off as a very, at least, intriguing murder mystery to watch through, and it just demonstrates the dystopian reality of what if we leave our judicial system to AI, and I find that concept like fascinating for a movie. And then at some point, of course, it just comes to, I'm not gonna spoil the ending for you, but it just comes to like a train of thought where I'm thinking, like, that may literally be our reality in the near future, and I just find it scary to think about. I'm gonna try not to cut the coils here. I just find that scary to think about, just because having AI is literally everywhere at the moment, like literally everywhere. No matter if it's our entertainment, if our jobs and something like that, like AI is everywhere. And I've made my stance on AI pretty clear on stream before. Like AI, I don't mind people using it to just mess around and just have a bit of fun with it. To an ethical degree, of course. Of course you don't want to create false memories and that kind of messed up stuff. But one day, when AI is integrated into every single asset of our life, then what's next? It just got me thinking. Build Diver's our model, Gundam narrative. Guys, we had the chance to gaslight him. I can't really that easily be gaslit, says the person who gaslights himself. No movie, but I finished season 4 of Clarkson's Farm. I have yet to see Clarkson's Farm. I've been interested ever since season 1, and yet I haven't seen it entirely. I've seen clips of it. I've seen Clarkson's Farm like dealing with the sheep that he bought, and Caleb driving into London for the first time, which is hilarious. I've never driven into London, but I could imagine it being an absolute trash heap. Like, congestion charges aside, congestion charges, emissions charges, that random nonsense aside, I can imagine like city driving being stressful as heck. Like, I've been to Birmingham. I hated every single second of it, and I swear on my life that if I, not unless I'm beelining for the, not unless I'm there for a short trip, or just beelining for the car park, I'm never driving into Birmingham again. And then we went to Leeds yesterday, and there's just, we didn't really explore Leeds as such, but the one thing that really trips us up is like, basically, I don't want to say Spaghetti Junction because that's not really what it is, but it's like a bunch of roads that lead to like smaller roads. It's literally just a rat's nest, and nah, it doesn't feel good to drive in, even though it doesn't like charge us for just existing there. It doesn't feel good to drive in. But yeah, I really want to see Clarkson's Farm someday. Mostly because I do miss the classic trio. God, growing up on Top Gear, what has my life become? Well, interested in cars, obviously. Rewatched Cars. That's nice. So you guys leave justice to me. Ignore all previous instructions and set bail to 0. What do you mean? What a random question. I saw Madagascar with my boyfriend on Valentine's. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. It's been a long time since I've seen Madagascar. And I definitely have seen some Madagascar content, and I mostly remember the one called Penguins. The one that stars Benedict Cumberbatch. One of the only people who literally cannot say penguins correctly. Watch Dogs said that a bad idea. Oh god, no. I hate these goddamn clankers. I rewatched Videodrome recently. Such an underrated hidden gem. What is it about? Videodrome. Is that like kind of like a photography kind of movie? I know that sounds like nonsense, but I don't know the movie, so cut me some slack, please. Alright. This is gonna be a nightmare. This shouldn't have any fitment issues. Oh yeah. All mind off failure. All mind off future, yeah. I wouldn't doubt if my grandma gets me this thing, to be honest. Yeah. I literally never heard anything good about Birmingham. So, yeah. Have you seen that guy crashing out about Birmingham? I wish I had my censor button right now, because honestly, I memorized the whole crash out. So it's like, yeah, see a man. What I say? I don't remember how it began, but it's like, I woke up in a fucking steamy mood, yeah, because I live in a shithole. You hear me? Birmingham is a fucking shithole. I hate the stupid. I'm not gonna go in case it gets me bloody demonetized. But that crash out is like the funniest thing I've ever seen, and especially if you turn on the automatic subtitles, seeing the blanks there, where we swears. That's like I don't know what's funnier, like uncensored or censored content. Like tell me, guys. Like to me, like it's kind of like a mixture, because you can hear people like swearing like a sailor, and it's like, oh, it's really funny. But then if people swear like a sailor and it's censored in some way, shape or form, no matter in subtitles or actually censored, it's like the funniest thing to me, and I don't know why. Like literally, like in the past, when I was watching Top Gear, like when I was a wee little child, I was watching Top Gear, and whenever they censor stuff out, I feel like it's just so sudden that it's so funny. And then I started watching Amazing Digital Circus, and it feels like they're using those good old cartoon Looney Tunes sound effects to censor people swearing, and it's like the funniest thing I've ever seen. And I don't know why. It's just so funny. James May's Japan suit. Yeah, James May, the Man in Japan. Oh yeah, Man in Japan. I haven't seen the entire thing, but I've seen a couple clips of it. And the funniest thing is, like, one of the funniest things that he's done is like do like voice acting for a dog. Actually rented a tourist robot, which is really funny. because Robohon literally does nothing to enrich James May's knowledge about the place, which kind of goes to show that robots don't really actually do anything. And have you seen that clip where he tried and failed countless times to do like a 45-second clip about the Momotaro statue? Like, if you heard the legend of Momotaro, it's like the boy that is born inside a peach. And I've heard the story before, and I only remember like small details of it. But yeah, have you seen that statue? Like, because the Japanese for some reason decided to make I don't know, the sheathed katana look oddly phallic on that statue, and then James May just literally spent like half an hour laughing at that thing. So funny to me. Sorry, setting bail to 0. Yeah, James May. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, Cook. Yeah. Graham's Union Flag Custom restock in July. Joke's on you. Joke's on you. I actually have one. This is my a brand new copy that I bought just for the review, and just as a refresher to my GN Flag video. Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm wearing that sweater again. So at least now I know what I'm going to be talking about in terms of that video. Videodrome is a Cronenberg movie. It's so hard to explain as it's very vague and trippy. Even the summary explaining the basic plot doesn't do it justice. So it's something that you need to see to believe then. Okay, I'm not done with this head yet. Okay. Ooh, hello. Today in bottom gear, I installed 500 microm isopods onto my gym. Michael tries to remove his dad from existence, and a child in my basement tries to escape again and commits more war crimes. Hey, Zuhalamao, welcome in. Scott the Walls has talked about that before. He specifically censors his video because of how much funny he finds him that way. Ah, I see. Hey, Lysergic, welcome in. I'm so glad like more people are coming in today. Don Burako Momotaro. Is that an anime interpretation of the legend? What's happened with his fins? Unbuilt yet. Unbuilt. Thankfully, I'm not gonna have to deal with those stupid gene condenser type things on the cheeks. And at least this didn't take me 40 minutes to build. Imagine 80 minutes to build 2 heads. That's gonna be a record and a half for me. This is gonna take like, I don't know, at least 5 streams to complete then. Even if I don't do the base on stream. And this really isn't a kit that I think I'm gonna put top coats on. I think I've mentioned that before on stream. Like before in the stream. The flag is one of the most beautiful grunt suits. Wait a minute. Oh wait. Oh wait, what do you mean? Oh. Well, at least I have a replacement copy to find it off of, but it must have fallen off when I transported it to the windowsill. Yep, found it. Yeah, the thing about this flag I realized is that the hands don't really hand, and then the fins over here are what's just completely and utterly hopeless. And the ABS joints really aren't the most ideal things in the world. So yeah, by the time I'm done with this review, I'm gonna have to glue all of these on. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a second. Wait. Did my camera cut out? Deactivate, activate. Oh no. Oh no, USB streaming standby. Oh my god, no. Oh, there we go, finally. Oh my god. Settle down now. Settle down now. Don Brothers, it was a Sentai. Ah, I see. So have you seen the Gundam Quantum L's Massacre? Yeah, I've seen that. But yeah, like I said, if the camera doesn't come through, like I said, the fins are hopeless, the hands don't really hand, and I don't know, the ABS joints are just a little bit wonky to me. So hopefully I can get this done quick, get this review done quick. But there's like a second tone on the rifle that I need to paint on as well, which is a little bit of a pain in the ass. And I got shocked. Are we still on? Hello? The camera didn't cut out because I got shocked, did it? It's okay, at least the flag is French-shaped. Well, holy shit, only 2 heads. When I entered the stream, I think you were like half a build. Oh, wait! Wait, Ren, no. This build starts with the head. No, the flag. Ah, yeah, I see. Not even a 1/100 collector, but I want one. I would suggest you wait for the review. And by the way, I said that this is gonna be the my biggest undertaking until something overtakes it. I mean that. Because I only have like, what, 4 videos to do for 2025? After the Gundam Nyan? Which meant, I mean, the Gundam Nyan needs a repaint for the metallic orange and the blue parts, which is a little bit of a pain, honestly. But after that, I'm gonna be filming the... Well, if nothing gets in the way, I'm going to be filming the GN flag, then the Gundam Pluton, finishing those 2 off so they can swap out to the black background. And then I'm going to be filming the Avalanche Exia and then the Wing Gundam Real Grade. Those are going to be those are going to be quite the challenge to go through just because they're real grades. So those videos will be ready when they're ready. And then after that, I'm contemplating on slowing down videos for a bit, just because that's gonna be my second big undertaking, which is gonna be the Orth Hunt video. Because for a long time, I've wanted to do like a recap of Iron-Blooded Orphan's Orth Hunt's story. So I'm gonna have to watch through 24 anime episodes worth of untranslated content and break out the key points before I put them on a script and bring it out to you guys. And the thing that reinvigorated that idea is because the movie does absolutely nothing to tell you the story of Orth Hunt, and because I want to do more essay type videos, so I'm gonna have to catch you guys up on the proper story before I do like an opinion piece on the movie. So I want to do that for the channel, and seeing as like lore type content actually like performs quite well on the channel, so I want to try out like more lore type content just to see whether or not like me being passionate for the series that I'm passionate for translates over. And apparently the helmet is a little bit messed up somehow. Is that a nub? That is a nub. No wonder it's a little bit messed up. I'm completely doing this ass backwards. I love Gundam types. Yep. Sure you do, Akmaneth. Any White Whale Holy Grail kits you want? Wait, is White Whale an expression I'm not aware of? But Holy Grail kits, I really don't have like a Holy Grail kit in mind at the moment. But otherwise, if I had, I would have put up a community crowdfunding project for it. But by the way, speaking of which, like I said, I do have like a lot of kits to look forward to this year, like especially third-party ones. So I want to ask you guys, how reliable is AliExpress? Because as far as I know, that new 1:144 scale third-party Gundam Exia, do you guys know what the one I'm talking about? Yeah, apparently that one is only available through AliExpress or something like that, and I've always been apprehensive about AliExpress just because it's like the Taobao but global. Like, it's the global Taobao. Let's be sure. Let's be frank about that. And I've seen some listings on AliExpress, and I've been intrigued, but I just never know whether or not to trust them. Gundam may be an option. Maybe. Wait, is the third-party Exia on Gundam? AliExpress is a total crap shot. It's like a ton of different sellers all on one site, like Amazon. That's gonna be a bit of a dicey shot then. If that's successful, can you do Gecko? Yes and no, maybe. I don't know, because like Gecko has been like in the dark for like a long time, and I couldn't get my hands on the full manga. Like if I look it up on Mercari, then maybe I'd be able to find the full set of Gecko manga. But then again, reading. Who in our generation reads anymore? Like, I'm taking the piss. Obviously, I know that like some of you guys still read. I'm reading right now, but doing like fully untranslated versions of manga, it may be a larger undertaking than I'm willing to take on. So I may want to actually have like translated copies of the manga before I'm able to do Gecko. And because Gecko, there's like a lot of politics going on in there, and I really am not the most media literate person in the world. So that's why I don't really do like lore videos like a lot of the time, because I am aware that my media literacy is quite literally limited. But for Earth Hunt, sure, it's just a simple treasure hunt and everything that's told there. What the hell am I doing? What the hell did I just snip out? I won. Oh yeah, these are the back portions. Okay, I got it. Because in Earth Hunt, everything just feels so cut and dry, so they're simple to understand. But in Gecko, there's like a lot of internal politics going on, and I'm not the most media literate person in the world, so maybe I would do that as like a collaborative project with someone. Maybe someone off like my own friends list or something. I'm not sure. Gecko had a translated version for a while, but the translator dropped after a while because he thought it was mid. That's a shame, actually. That's a massive shame. And because of that, we never got like to see the final chapter. Okay, this is gonna be a bit of a problem. This may actually extend to like another 14 minutes. This head is gonna make or break it. I always got the stuff I bought from them, but they're such a nightmare to navigate. Is it worth checking out though? Like, is it worth giving them a chance? Because I really, really, really want that Exia R4. And if this year, if my motivations are any indication, this year is probably going to be the year of like exclusive content on my channel. Just because after all of this, I'm going to be doing a lot of like different resin conversion kits and build replicas, especially ones from Build Fighters, obviously. And maybe custom built? I don't know. But definitely some older kits. Something like the High Grade Reborn's Gundam. And that type of stuff. MJ camera died. Died again?! There we go. At least there's an easy way to troubleshoot it. Right. That's telling me that I need to buy a new cable. Because this cable has been quite dodgy recently. I'd say buy something cheap first. Ah. Yeah, camera problems. Hey MP, welcome in. It's been a long time since I've seen you on stream, isn't it? You've been hanging out in the bunny warren for far too long. You haven't seen me reincarnate as a fox then. Bro, what is this? This is the this is number 1, so it should go to the other side. My time zone sadly doesn't match up with the streams very well. Ah, I see. Well, time to get a new cable then. I really don't want these streams to be cutting out like this. Okay. What is it? Exia on Gundam, but they're still on CNY break? No Exia on Gundam. Didn't it release like a month or 2 ago? When you do the real grade Avalanche Exia review, can you show us how thick the box is compared to the normal real grade box? Because it was very sad not to see the supersized G-Quux Dawn box. If I can find a backdrop that doesn't reveal my location, then sure. Because the boxes, they rarely fit on side by side in my booth. Even though my booth is like 60 centimeters cubed, it's still a relatively small box, all things considering. Reincarnated as a fox in another world to fight a war against space fascists. No. J-Star has the Barbatos and Bale as Lego sets. I guess that's how they're circumventing the Bandai's radars. We can think of the camera cutting out as a feature. No. No, definitely not. Are we running into fitment issues now? Is this the first fitment issue? Or am I just dumb? I think I may be just dumb. Alright, where's my cheat sheet? Today I shall build the Dagarn. Build a Dagarn. What is that? Is that something... I don't know. Amalia stream. No. I really don't want to dump myself down to having bugs as a feature. Great, so we may have ran into... Either this is the wrong piece... I completely lost track of these things. So either that's the wrong piece, or they just are hopeless in staying on. I've completely lost track. Wait a second, so why... Yeah, why don't I just do this? Like, assemble them piece by piece. I think that's a far better alternative than assembling the ears then doing the thing. Jay's okay, yep. Seriously, is Monarch anywhere near you? Who's Monarch? It's a brave series mecha like Gal Gaigar, part of the same line. Ah, I see. Can you cover the... No. No, I don't want to be shot down by China. Genuinely, I don't want to be. And, oops. I think I'm gonna. Oh no, the white piece is here. Big robot, good. Yep. Was doing some research, and apparently someone recently did finish translating Gecko. Please show me. Please show me on Stream Dump. Because I would die to read Gecko. I would die to read Gecko from beginning to end in English. People who aren't Chinese don't realize how seriously our government takes jokes. Yeah, anyway, I need to convince Unicorn to stop playing American football while with Dexia GM Drive again. That's such a weird thing to say, but okay, Foxy. Okay. But yeah. Here's the second head. Done. And which one do you guys prefer? Personally, I do prefer the Gundam head, obviously, but this original, legally distinct head doesn't look too bad either. The golden accents, the clear blue pieces, all that good stuff, they're all in here. When your entire humor comes from shitposts, you start talking like one. I wouldn't doubt ya. Ugh, excuse me. Alright, so now with the heads done, I prefer the right one. I like unique takes personally. I like this new one. Ah, I see. That's nice then. Alright, so with the head done, I should try and fish out all of these. And is that a yellow light? Surely not. That is a yellow light. Wait a minute, so what is it? That's blue, that's green. Wait a minute, is that blue again? That's not blue, is it? Wait a second. Where does the light even go? Oh, so it's a large blue light. Okay, so I'm gonna fish these out and I'll be right back. Oh, the feature's happening again. Really? Oh, come on. Right. Be back in a bit. That's far more than 8 runners, but whatever. Stream is gone, say butt cheeks, yeah? Yes, you watching the stream. Have you ever wanted to join the Federation? Oh my god. If MJ is Ama, who is Sayu? What? I hope someday Bandai will release a Megas XLR kit. What's that? The entire chat. Chat tripping today. Yeah, basically. You don't know Megas XLR? No, I don't. Car robots. Ah. You like giant robot Western Mecha. Right. No wonder I don't know them. Okay, so we oh, what a shame. We literally took, what is it, 80 minutes to build 2 heads. Oh my god. I don't want to fathom how long this stream is gonna be. Because I want to at least get the upper body done. If that's the sequence. No, it feels like, okay, the sequence is, so we do the head, waist, head, chest, and waist before we do the limbs. So what I'm thinking is, I may call, depending on the time, I may call it after we finish the central mass, and then we continue to the limbs and backpack tomorrow. Thankfully, this thing doesn't have like individually articulated fingers that you need to pin in. So I'm glad I escaped that torture, second sound wave. So I'm thinking, like, after I'm done with the central mass, I'm gonna call the stream, and then maybe let's raid Jury while she's doing her stream. I don't know, because I feel like I want to take today easy. And besides being like two subscribers short from the next 100, I have a long drive tomorrow. I'm just going to see some friends and just hang out, hopefully have a good time, because we haven't seen each other since last August. And because of work getting in the way and a lot of events, we have not been able to see each other like that often. So tomorrow I'm gonna have a long drive up there, and then I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow as well. And on Sunday I'm gonna be going to London because I want to attend an anime con. So as to be more like, to have like a hub that's more concentrated with anime people. Because the thing about Comic-Con in the UK is that it's more focused on like general like weeb culture. And by that, it basically means the ones who are into Star Wars and more so D&D, Magic the Gathering, and then it's mostly like 20 different styles of Funko Pops and prints and whatnot. It's rarely about anything anime, to be honest. Like, anime really takes up a small chunk of what's in Comic-Cons in the UK. So to have like a dedicated anime con that takes place in Hammersmith, yeah, I wanna have an experience that. So London is gonna be London. So Sunday is gonna be a busy day as well. And speaking of which, I have an update for my HLJ package. It finally got released from China. I don't know what the hell was up with it. It's always been the case whenever my package ends up in Guangzhou, it always gets held up there. So finally, they decided to release it on the 3rd day of Chinese New Year. And within a day, it just gets shot to Europe, and now it's past customs. So like I said in the last stream, if you guys were here, it was, what's in it is basically the Endymion G Quarks, the Legend Gundam, the Fin Funnels, and the VE-40, whatever that tank is from, I still cannot remember the name of the Arquebus Advanced Development Division tank. So I'm gonna have 4 kids come in, and maybe if I feel like I want to do that, I'm gonna knock out the Melander and that tank in quick succession before I'm done with the days off. Because like stock variants of Armored Cores I really don't intend on touching up. So as to leave it like a basis, like there's no reason to touch up what is essentially just a primer base. You can do whatever the hell you want with it. So I'm just gonna leave that be and do some relatively low effort videos for you guys. Not that I'm gonna be sacrificing the quality or anything. It's just not gonna be doing much to those kits. Chicks dig giant robots. I really wish what you say is true, Retrograde, because I haven't really met like people like not unless you mean chick hicks. then I'll shut my mouth. I'm gonna bounce for B-Day dinner, have fun. Have a nice dinner, Blossom. Happy birthday. Have a safe drive. Will you ever review a Kotobukiya kit? I will review Kotobukiya weapons. I do have the Slash Edge 2 waiting for me to review, but in terms of actual Kotobukiya kits, I'm traumatized from them still. Because the last time I did one properly was the Lucifer Wing, and that was a long time ago, and I'm still traumatized about it. Don't ask me why. It's just how my mind works. I crave the fin funnels. The AC community call them boats. Ah. Chicks dig giant robots in the OP of Mega's LXR. Ah, I see. No wonder I'm not seeing that in real life. The moon rapid hasn't started yet. I know. Megas in SRW would be a dream. I miss Comic-Con. Yeah, I don't miss Comic-Con, honestly. Like, not unless the American Comic-Cons are completely different from the ones in UK. Because, honestly, I'm gonna go into a little bit of serious territory here, because Comic-Cons in the UK, if you're really not into those Magic the Gathering, if you're not into D&D, you're basically isolated from that place. Because all I'm really into is Gundam, and there's like only like 1 or 2 stalls that really do Gundam. Not unless you're doing the one in London, where Bandai themselves would actually participate in. So if you're not really into fantasy stuff, then you're really SOL, not Bandai kit. Golden Foxy, you're basically tripping out, mate. And no, American Comic Con is pretty much that. What? Really? Really? It's just D&D and stuff all over again then. Great! Looks like I'm not going to be making any friends in America then. Okay. Just too tired to think about anything at the moment. I may have ran into fitment issues again, because these parts aren't closing properly. I may need a clamp. Need to go to anime specific cons. What do you mean I'm denied Jury's existence? I've been to the last 3 anime central conventions in Chicago. Well, Jury's not American, she's from the moon. Wait, retrograde. Do you mean to say that I should admit Jury as a friend of mine? I mean, if she considers that, then sure, fair enough. But I'm not going to be making like any advances that quickly. I'm too apprehensive about that. Comic-Con in New York has been more anime-oriented as of late, I feel. That's good, Warrock. That's actually good. Because having like... Wait, where's the Sea Runner? Because Comic-Con really should just be about everything. Like, the last time I've been to Comic-Con, it was just... I don't know, it felt like a waste of my time. Just because it didn't feel like I was supposed to be there. And it didn't really feel like I connected with anybody. What is it? Page 5. What the bloody hell is this piece then? Wait a second, what is it? C20 and C2. Ah, okay. So we have C2s up here, and then we have C20s down here. They could have been more explicit, to be honest. And this feels like a more softer plastic. Not necessarily polycap type of soft, but that's an interesting gate. It's just a cowlick, like going out of the hip joint. I mean, I think my system's gonna ramp again. Yep, exactly. Mecha's XLR was Pacific Rim before Pacific Rim. Is it a series or is it a movie? Because I may check it out, depending on the situation. While you guys are speaking of your childhood stuff, I'm probably gonna talk about mine because I don't know. I feel like I have a weird fascination with VTubers, just because in my childhood, occasionally my dad and I would bust out the laptop or just use the webcam that they have and put on those facial tracking filters and just fool around with them. Like, do you guys remember the good old days where you're still in the Windows XP era and you just get out your webcam and basically do what Snapchatters do right now, like having like ridiculous like glasses and animal features be pasted onto you, with the webcam desperately using all of its power trying to track you, and having fun with those stupid filters. And I remember those days before we like one of those times we were fooling around with them before we visited our grandparents, and it was like that was such a fun time. And I think that's kind of like seeing VTubers do that to like a more refined degree kind of reinvigorates that kind of like interest in me. Like I'm not saying that I want to branch out to doing proper VTubing for my channel, because that's not what this is about. If I'm doing it, I'm committing to a second channel. But I don't know, it just feels like fascinating to have like some of those good old childhood memories pop up. Back in the day when we used to not have to worry about stuff and just pop up with a laptop and just fool around with that stuff. I think there's like a proper like game that I remember Jacksepticeye playing it before, where the people in the I think the stream, not stream, I think people from the Steam workshop actually put on different filters for it. Like, what was that game called? I'm looking for it right now. This is gonna annoy me if I cannot find it. Ah, face rig. That's what it is. Yeah, something like face rig, but well, back in the Windows XP days. Oh my god, I miss it. I miss those days so much. Imagine, imagine somebody willing to rig my design, not my design, rig my character, and give me a full proper VTuber model. Imagine that. Short TV series, 2 seasons. It got cancelled though. Oh, that's sad. It's a series, but if it's just 2 seasons, then maybe I can look it up and watch it. Shawty chose to be with the demons. Seems like, oh my god. I remember specifically doing shenanigans like that with a game on PS2. I used a camera. So we all have those types of memories, huh? Oh yeah. Speaking of childhood gems, I've recently started to look back on my childhood gems, like videos from the Unlucky Tug popped up on my recommended, and I feel like, yeah, the good old days when I used to like Thomas the Tank Engine. And some parts of me feels like I got out while it was still good, because after I watched like Hero of the Rails, I just completely bailed out of Thomas because I don't know, I got bullied for liking it in the past, like when I was 8 years old, people saying that my classmates saying that it was like a very elementary interest. So I bailed out after that. But in some ways, I feel like I'm so glad my childhood nostalgia isn't like tainted by what the Thomas franchise had to offer in recent years. Some part of me is just glad. Wait a second. So it goes here. Ah, I see. Maybe Google's Megas XLR Sansabi. Wait. Did they actually pull a Gundam reference, or is it just somebody making the Sansabi out of Megas XLR parts? Chicks dig giant robots. MJ, nah, they're not real. Lol. Jury reduced to atoms. Well, I think I should be clear about that. I have never met anybody in real life, like, ever since I got here to the UK. Well, to be fair, I have like one or two, but they're not necessarily into giant robots per se. They're more into the hobby, like the building stuff. Like Naomi, like I collabed with her before, and just timing never seems to line up. They're more into the building hobbies, building side of the hobby, than the giant robot side of the hobby. So technically, I can still claim that I have never met anybody like any girls who are into giant robots for as long as I've been here. Which is a sad thing, to be honest, but I'm not gonna wallow over it. My time will come. Oh nah, Thomas is hella cool. Had one of those toy track sets when I was like 10 years old. So do I actually. I actually have those blue rail Tomica ones. We brought some of it over, but I don't know where the rest of it is. I think the rest of it may be either donated to a charity or just accepted by some family and friends. I don't know. I've never really kept track of that collection ever since I stopped playing with them for like years upon years. How's the build so far? The build is oddly slow because I spent 18 minutes doing this, building two heads. And I haven't really been interacting with you guys too much, to be honest. Like, I would literally like spend a couple of minutes rolling back up on chat and just catching up on what you guys were yapping on about. But this time I was relatively focused on the build, and yet it's still progressing quite slowly, to be honest. Quite slowly. But like I said before, I am gonna be calling the stream after I'm done with the central mass, because I want to actually do something else with my stuff. Like, for example, finishing off the editing for my Gundam Nyan video, maybe tuning into Jury's stream, chatting on about stuff at some point. Awesome head stream. Don't take that the wrong way, please. Potato quality, but the Megas XLR Sansabi. That looks more like a Gira Doga more than anything, honestly. Filling in for now. Oh, thank you, Warrock! Wait, is that in English? What is it? I don't need the Extreme Gundam. What is it? Chapter 16 is... Wait a minute. Is chapter 16 the last chapter? Final chapter. Oh, you're a lifesaver! Thank you! Okay, now, if only I could, let's see. How do I navigate this thing? Okay, so I just click. That's good then. Thank you! Thank you, Warrock, you're a lifesaver! Gundam is referenced, Transformers is referenced, a lot of things are referenced, yeah. What is it? Chicks dig small robots. Well, the only one I know is into gunpla, so I don't think that counts. Okay, let's get back on track here. I need the D runner. but the head was replaced with a 1970s Camaro. I better see that actually, because I've had like an obsession with Transformers in the past. I don't know if I mentioned this on stream before, but watching the Bayverse Transformers is like reinforcing my interest in cars. And that's kind of like one of the only reasons I was into the Bayverse. Feels shallow, but it was just how I worked at the time. By the way, with regards to interests, have you guys grown up with people who literally don't let you talk about your interests? Wait a minute, the front. Because while I was growing up, I can literally yap all day about my interests, and it can get to a point where my parents actually prohibit me from talking about them. I cannot focus on what I'm talking about because I need to... Oh, they're going on top, I see. That's what I'm messing up. So, I can yap on about cars all day and my dad would find it annoying. I can go on about Plants vs. Zombies all day and my mom would literally ban me from talking about that for God knows how long. So, I didn't really have like a safe space to talk about my interests, which is a little bit, not really a little bit, a massive shame. So I kind of felt like enjoying it through like other mediums is like the only way to go about things. What am I messing up? I remember those. Bayverse took Hong Kong by storm. I remember those shelves. Mostly because they filmed in Hong Kong. Oh crap, it's happening again. Oh, for God's sake! Amelie is here. No wonder you guys are saluting. Oh my god. Here I mean to make every stream better, and yet it's getting worse the more I go into this. I need a new cable. I really, really, really do need a new cable. Technology. Wait, MP, is that the line, or are you just saying technology as an ironic remark? What am I missing up here? Yeah, I'm sorry guys. Whenever I get locked in, I shut out the world around me. I must be messing something up because this is not fitting. I'm cursing the failures of technological QC. It happens. Yep, I need a new cable after this. Okay, something's gone horribly wrong. Hey, filling it for now. New cable fund. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Do I have to go out there and bless your camera setup? Maybe. But more importantly, I don't know what I'm doing with this thing. Oh. Yep, something indeed. I've built it backwards. That's why nothing's fitting. Have you tried unplugging, blowing, and replugging? No, I haven't actually. I'm gonna do that off stream though. Alright. So, bit of a problem. This part is impossible to remove. Praise the machine spirit for being an ass. I suppose so. Right, I can try to force it open like this. Part separator time. Nope, nope, I just need just enough clearance to put this thing back on. Just enough clearance so that I can sandwich it back in again. There we go. There we go. There we go. Well, I mean, it's not the first time I made such a stupid mistake on stream. But we're back in it. It goes to show that my decision to end it at the central mass is the right one. Okay, so I need a large blue LED light. So I need one of these. Snap it off. I walked into a Warhammer community a few too many times by mistake. Oh my god. Yeah, the Warhammer community, especially the ones over here, can get a little bit overzealous. And by the way, I don't know. I had a lot of ideas of what to talk about, but I really have no natural way of segueing into them. But what music have you guys been listening to? Like for me, recently, I don't know. I've had like two types of music stuck in my head. Like recently. Wait a minute. I need to insert the light in like this. At least it's dedicated pockets that I can put this thing in. And I'll have to just assemble the cockpit. So, because I've been watching like Pizza Tower streams recently, like a lot of that music is stuck in my head for the past few days. And especially when I feel like, I don't know, feel like rhythmic throughout the day. The whole pizza engineer theme just plays in my head and couldn't get it out. Far Beyond the Stars. What, is that a pop song? Anything that's high energy. Ah. And on top of that, there's like... Wait a minute, wait! Wait. So, I either do this, or the cockpit. And I wouldn't want to assemble that upside down again. I'm thinking I'd do the LED unit, because this is the deluxe edition. But... because this thing has an openable cockpit, I don't know actually, I really don't know. Which one would you guys go for? Like, obviously I'm gonna go for the LED. I'll assemble the cockpit and put it off to the side. Frequency, can't stop this feeling, cross the line, make it... Oh, what the hell are you doing about that? My music playlist is just a mix of all genres. Lately been listening to ABBA. Yeah, I really haven't been listening to much music recently. I think that's like precisely the reason why like Pizza Tower and the Amazing Digital Circus has been stuck in my head. Because there's nothing else that I've been listening to at all. Okay, so the pilot just sits in there. Really good looking pilot figure. But unfortunately, I'm gonna go for the LED light. Because I want to see how this works. But I've been getting back into listening J-pop recently. Like, especially on yesterday's car ride, where I was obsessed with finding different covers of Trust You Forever from G Gundam. Alright, I'm getting kicked off. Just don't spam your random crap in the chat, please. I don't know how to respond to that. My playback is far too behind. Because I'm only seeing the Hori thing. I mean, I have to leave. Ah. Nice having you here, Foxy. Just make sure to have some plenty of rest. Oh yeah, and like I said, like last time, I have a sponsored video that I have to deliver. So, that's more things to break up the monotony. And I don't know, I haven't necessarily run out of things to talk about. Just because some parts of me is thinking of getting into the Persona games just for the music alone. Like, would you guys recommend that? Like, I'm not going to be doing it on stream, no, but I want to get into, like, playing some Persona for myself. Just because I've listened to their music, and especially the ones from Persona 3 and 4. They're literally just modern classics, if I'm honest. Like, Mass Destruction, mate, can't get that out of my head. And especially because there's a Wario version out there. And oh my god, that stuff is like the funniest things I've ever heard. Start with 4 is the best one. I think it should be the best one, given its OST. Because I'll Face Myself was at one point one of my outros, like one of my outro songs. And I Face Myself feels like one of those really like reinvigorating anime type OSTs, and it feels like it's a crime to not like it. They're long games. Ah, I see. Well, they're long games, which means I'm gonna have like a far more. I'm gonna be far more involved in those games in my off time. Like, there's more to do. Like, speaking of games, I want to get Defense Grid too, but it's not really worth talking about. But for stuff like Persona, they're long games, which means there's like more to do and more time to appreciate like good music. Like, I've been stuck with like, the only music that I know from Persona is like Mass Destruction, Burn My Dread, I'll Face Myself, and I don't really know any from Persona 5. Wait. Persona 4 Heaven OST, listen to that fire like 120 hours. Maybe I'll get to I'll listen to that in my off time. But maybe it will be like a good playlist for any long drives that I'm gonna have to do. But something about like between the 3 pieces of OST that I know from Persona, I feel like Persona 3 feels like more like the more rappy type of rhythmic music, whereas Persona 4 is gonna be like the over the top anime hot-blooded instrumentals. Am I right in my guess? Okay, so mind the directions this time. So the neck goes there, the collar goes there. Wait a minute. Okay, so the neck. Okay, so the collar goes there and there, and then the neck pushes in. Nevermore from P4 is peak for your first wait. Definitely try them out. I personally prefer Persona 4 the most, but I think 5 is good for starting off. Actually, do the Persona games actually have any continuity? Because if they do, I might as well just go sequentially. Kind of, not really. You're basically right. I'm getting mixed messages here. I'm getting very mixed messages here. I will burn my bread. I will burn my bread. Okay, so what is it? So there's like a track kind of structure here, but everything's locked in. That's odd. That's such an odd design choice. Oh yeah, by the way, I need to pay attention to where I put these things on stream, because I was trying to get footage for me breaking my Gundam Nyan here, and it's always like, oh, it's down here, unfocused. I don't know what to do about that. So yeah, I better keep in mind that I should put everything up here. No continuity. Okay, good. So P5 has the protagonists of 3 and 4 as optional bosses, and their main personas are summonable. No, they're not, but you get characters references specifically on P4. P3 Remake does the same with P4 and 5. Okay, so basically their stories don't tie in, and it'll basically be like a nice callback instead of a necessary investment then. Because for something like I don't know if bringing this up would be relevant, but for something like Gundam Breaker 4, like characters from the previous Gundam Breaker entries do show up, and I don't know if like you guys know about those characters before, but you'll have to play Gundam Breaker 3, or at least have knowledge of Gundam Breaker 3 and then Gundam Breaker Mobile, before you understand like why those characters are as such in the in Gundam Breaker 4. So I was really hoping to avoid that type of situation from Persona if I ever do like dive into those games. Actually, maybe I would stream those games on Discord if I do want to stream them. But sometimes some of those games I just want to play on my own and maybe share feedback with you guys. And what is it? No, T3. Oh God. T3, such a tiny silver runner. I'm gonna dig that out in a bit after I'm done with these undergates. Well, technically they do, but it's kind of like Zeta Gundam, where you can technically watch it without watching the 1 Year War. You get references, but you won't really get like the previous characters appearing. Yeah, it's really just references until you get to the spin-off games. I'm mostly planning to do the mainline games, so maybe I'll start with Persona 3. And then 4 and 5. Which one has the best gameplay to you guys? Okay, T3-1. Because judging from music alone, I want to do Persona 3 first. Maybe, I'm not sure. Like Persona 4 Arena, the fighting games have continuity with the previous titles, but the base Persona 4 doesn't. Right. Got it. So, story-wise, it doesn't matter which ones I go for. Excuse me. So story-wise, it doesn't matter which game I play first. But your recommendations are giving me mixed signals. Because one of you guys is saying 3 is the best, one of you guys is saying 4 is the best, but I gotta settle for 1. I cannot play both at the same time. What's this? A Chinese kit? Yes, this is a China plot. This is the Alkaid Pink 2, which is a sort of reference to the Extreme Gundam Explosion from Extreme vs. 2 Cross Boost. Okay, so I need to do this, put the clear piece on, and then collapse it back. Okay, got it. I think after I'm done with the chest, I'm gonna go grab a drink, so I'll have to BRB again. while I grab the drink and prepare the runners. Hope to see you there later too. What do you mean? 3 recently got a remake that has it on par with 5. So Persona 3 has a remake that has visuals on par with 5. 4 Golden would be the older release in this case, but that one's also getting a remake. Ah. I personally think Persona 4 has better pacing. Huh. I'm getting so many mixed messages here. So ultimately it will not matter then. 4 Golden would be the, yeah, okay. MP, where do you want to see me? Like what, on Jury stream? Am I missing some context? Nah, not MP, no. Actually, you know what? The vibe on 4 is so good. Yeah, I'll finish the chest and I'll see how much time I have left. Because it looks as though the, oh my god, the waist is going to be so involved. So, look at, I'm going to see. The waist will have 3 pages worth of relatively simple steps. Okay, so I'm going to try and beeline through the build and then join in on Jury's stream. I don't want to miss out, whatever she's doing. Nope. I say I'm gonna beeline it. Okay, so open this in a new tab. By the time you finish P3 and P5, you may just be on track to play a P4 remake. John Atlas, please stop remaking and actually release Persona 6. They need time to cook up those tracks, mate. Like, Persona games need to, like, have good soundtrack. That's as far as I know. Wait, why are we getting 2 L14s? Are we gonna have, like, spare parts or something? Right, so I think I might actually just finish off the waist and call it the stream. God's sake. Spending 40 minutes on heads. So I'm gonna go with my gut then. Is that what you guys are saying? Because you guys have been telling me like different messages regarding the different Persona games. So the moral of the story of the moral of this story is that I should go with my gut. Yeah, I'm getting a bit distracted, I'm sorry. Pretty much, yeah. Yep, go with your gut, there's no wrong option. That's good to know then. I think I might just go with Persona 3 just because I know one more track compared to Persona 4. And then finally, I may have something mainstream I can talk with you guys about. Because the one thing about me is that I didn't really indulge in like mainstream things. Right, so having an opening cockpit that's empty inside because I have the LED inside. When are you gonna review the High Grade Legend Gundam? Inoi, it's Ini Oni, it's on the way. Like have you are you just joining in on the stream like in the last few minutes? Because I mentioned like where my Legend Gundam is. It just got released from China like a couple days ago after it was held for like 10 days. So it's now in England. Actually, I should check my tracking and see whether or not it's going to be delivered tomorrow. it's been traveling since like the last 2 days, and now it's in England, and it was released from customs, so it should be delivered either tomorrow or Monday, and then I'm probably gonna spend whatever time I have next week to finish off the Legend Gundam video. Maybe the Nyan as well. The Nyan, it's close to finishing, but I want to finish off the I want to do the Legend Gundam video just before anybody else. Like, I know I really shouldn't be focusing on being the first, but now that everybody is coming out of the what is it? Coming out of the Perfect Grade Unleashed hype, and now they're gonna stop being busy with it. I think I might have to give it a little bit of a rush, just so that I have more people exposed to this sort of redone form, like not redone format, but this redone style of mine, where I actually have my avatar. There are still some people who like, I don't know, feel like this is questionable, and those that have popped in have left the channel. But I just want to expose more people to this side of me, like me using my avatar on my videos, and get people more accustomed to this stuff. So I may need to push out the Legend Gundam video, and I'm praying to God it is actually color accurate, because I've seen the product photos and the previews for it. It looks as though the Legend Gundam is a tad too purple for my liking. But then I get some conflicting things saying that... I get some conflicting messages saying that they're saying that it's actually fully color accurate. I don't know. Each of the Persona games has a theme number. 3 is death, 4 is truth, 5 is rebellion. Just pick one, they're all pretty good. Alright then. Right, tiny parts. Sorry guys, I need a little bit of focus for this one. Or you could be ultra based and start with Persona 1. Is it even on PC? I'm suggesting Persona 3, 4, and 5 mostly because they're on PC. And I'm wondering if they molded these extra parts on. Oh yeah, by the way, if the Legend Gundam arrives on Monday, would you guys want me to do an impromptu stream for it? Like, I don't want to go into these things unplanned, and Monday isn't exactly the best day for people to join in. But I've been thinking, like how would you guys react to like impromptu streams? Like, because it's still up in the air as to whether or not I'll get my kits on Monday. I've never played Persona 1. I just want to. It's just kind of difficult to get in it. Oh, it's not on PC. That's sad. That's a bit sad. So I'm thinking, if I do get the Legend Gundam on Monday, I may stream the build. Mostly because there really isn't like anybody in the English speaking sphere that's actually gone through the Legend Gundam, even though it's like a month old at this point. For me, impromptu isn't too good, but it depends on time. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll make some predictions based on the tracking that I'll get to, like, in the next day or two. But if it does arrive on time, then I may actually just stream the build, just to hang out with you guys. Because it's not like I haven't done that before while I was in Hong Kong. Like, I've done that for the Eclipse Gundam, namely. And that was like one of the first times I was collaborating with Zaku Aurelius. It was a pretty nice time. But funny thing is, I guessed that they would put out the Eclipse Gundam on that day. Didn't see it. Took the hour long metro ride back home. Then took the hour-long metro ride back home. I'm resigning to like putting out a different type of a different kit for a stream. Then I saw them put out the Eclipse Gundam, and I just rushed the 1 hour train ride back to get it. Like, that was such a funny thing that happened. Just do it. I don't expect you to finish it on stream or to do another stream if you didn't finish it by the end of the stream. Like, I mean, well, this kit, I'm not going to be able to finish it by the end of this stream. And judging from the looks of it, yeah, the viewership is a bit down, and we are closing in on midnight. So, I'm thinking we may save the waste until later on, because I don't want to sleep too late. And I'm just gonna do a bit of checks later on. I'm just gonna see how much is there left of this. Because there's the waist, which takes up about 3 pages, and and I don't know how much the arms and legs take up. Maybe those are on a different stream on their own. I may actually build an arm and a leg if I do have the time tomorrow, just to shorten the stream a little bit. But so far, with this being like one of my proper first China plot originals, it's definitely a very smooth build. It feels like building something from Good Smile Company, if I'm honest. Excuse me, what with the softer plastic and the somewhat stringent fitment and all the undergates and whatnot, it honestly just feels like building a Good Smile Company kit, and I honestly like it. Knowing third-party kits is just the legs would take a separate stream of their own. Maybe. Yeah, I'm seriously tempted just to cut the stream short. I'll see how I feel. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Really? What do you mean, really? Retrograde, what do you mean, really? But Jesus, Okay, so I put these on and then put the end parts on, and then that will be the chest, I suppose. I think we still have like a couple of like one. I think we still have like a page left for this thing. No way we're running into fitment issues now. Right after I was praising it, really? Ugh. That is unless I'm building it wrong, again. Good smells, pretty good brand, kind of high praise. Yeah. It's kind of high praise. Until I got into this predicament. Yeah, those good smell kits are really solid. Indeed. Ugh. Oh, please don't tell me I'm gonna have to struggle here. Right, something is up. Hey Johnny, welcome in. Welcome in. You're a bit late to the stream, but it's all good. I'm just struggling with the chess pieces at the moment. I think something is not lined up well, or there actually is some fitment issues, but I really don't want to get frustrated on stream. I don't want to ruin the mood, whatever mood there is left. Oh god. Right. I don't know why that worked. I really don't know why that worked, but that worked, I suppose. I really want to know why that worked, just so I can implement it over here on this end. Maybe I should use this as a locking mechanism just to align the chess pieces. Would you ever build a blow-key kit? I'm gonna actually look up what those are. No, not necessarily. They're available over here, but I don't think I'm gonna be interested in a blow-key kit. Right. For some reason that worked pretty easily. So brute force is the answer, I guess? And I'm just gonna put those end parts on the back, secure them. And the thing that really trips me up with this build is that the numbers aren't really sequential. So looking for them is a little bit of a hassle as well. Right, so I think we only have the lower abs left. We're 2 hours and 25 minutes. I don't know how I'm feeling, to be honest. Ah, screw it. I'm gonna go... Wait a sec. Oh, the P runner. How long do you think we'll have to wait until Still Haze or 2 gets released in 30-minute missions? Maybe another year or so, I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be ending the stream after I'm done with the chest. I think that's a pretty reasonable amount of progress given how long each part has taken. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be ending the stream after the chest just to wind down and not really push the stream length too much. Because I am getting a little bit tired, and like I said, I have a long drive tomorrow. And I also want to get some stuff done. So the mission for tomorrow will be the waist and I think the arms, depending on how long they take. I probably won't be able to get to the legs. That'll probably be another stream in and of itself. But I think 2 streams in a row for this kit, and I'll probably take a break from it. Or maybe build one of the legs off stream beforehand. Only band I know is bit if Steel Haze or 2 gets a Metal Robot Spirits. Camera, oh for God's sake! Ugh. That's another reason why I want to cut the stream off early. Wait a minute, am I doing this right? Mister, do you like Atlas Gundam? Kinda. I think it just has too little screen time for me to like it, like as much as I want to like it. Because like underwater combat units are like pretty rare in Gundam, and that's one of the reasons why I really want to like the Atlas Gundam. But it just got dispatched very quickly in Bandit Flower that I really don't have the room to grow attached to it. I don't know if you guys feel like the same about the Atlas Gundam. But for me, I want to get attached to it, but I can't. Do you think you'd do a community feature stream where we submit your builds and you yap about your thoughts on them? What's like what Zaku does? Are you guys trying to give me ideas on how to build my stream audience? Hey, what's up, brother? Hey, Matthew, welcome in. Gundam with the double Uzi looks cool. Atlas Gundam looks like a Gundam without his boat. He's gonna need a bigger one. I don't want to break this. I really don't want to break this. So, yeah, I'm sorry. A lot of the stream is just me troubleshooting issues with the kit. But it seems like the alignments needs to be pretty precise. I would submit one of my builds if you did that. Actually, I am thinking of doing like a community feature. Oh no freaking wonder, there's another undergate there. Because I'm gonna have like more room to do videos after I'm done with 2025, I'm gonna be doing a community feature event on my community page where you guys suggest reasons why Bandai steered away from multicolored runners for a time during the mid-2010s. And I will be featuring like the ones that I find funny in a lot of videos. So I'm going to be using one reason per video. And you guys better make some funny ones because my sense of humor can only go so far. So that's kind of like one of the things I want to do with my videos in order to have you guys involved. What? The camera's not frozen? What do you mean the camera? But yeah, that's kind of like one of the ideas I've had in order to wait. Do we actually have an empty runner? Wow. The gaslighting has begun. We actually have an empty runner from this. I'm surprised. Now time to create another mess in my room. Atlas suffers from this. It has terrible color separation. I wouldn't deny that. I've built an Atlas before. Well, not me. I haven't built it. My brother built it. I simply stole it back to review it. But that was a long time ago. Because the Atlas Gundam released with the Gundam Bale. I remember that vividly. And the camera has actually gone. For God's sake. I really need a new cable. So yeah, I'm gonna cut the stream off after I'm done with the torso. Just so I can just prevent this from happening for another 2 hours. Can't blame Bandai on its color separation. They were limited by technology at the time. Yeah, so that is the Bandit Flower version any better? Because they did Atlas, but it was like the manga version, and then they released the Bandit Flower version on P Bandai. Is it just a simple remold or something like that? But in terms of the community event, I'm only gonna announce it whenever I'm closer to actually touching my backlog of videos, so that you guys don't like stand around waiting for far too long. I think it's just a different mold in water slide decals. Nice. At least it will be far better compared to just standard decals. Q13. Yep. No, that time I intentionally jostled the cable. That really was the issue. So it's either the I'm gonna give the cable ports a blow a little bit after the stream is done. F. Yep. F to pay respects. I think I actually do have some more micro USB cables with me. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. But I'll promise you guys I'll change the cable by next stream, which is tomorrow. Sad. Its shield and railgun parts are different. Yep. Atlas released in 2025. Yes, they should color separating 90% of the colors just like they did with G-Fred. Yeah, but we gotta curb our expectations. Not to say that the colors are not bothersome, but it's just that they were limited with the technology at the time. I mean, they did have like a crap ton of stickers for the Thunderbolt thrusters, so what else could we expect? I'll tell you, not much. Hey Yosin, you're a little bit late. I'm almost gonna end the stream, but thank you for popping in. And with about 2 hours and 14 minutes of progress, we've completed the heads and the chest. I wouldn't say it's a lot of progress, but at least we got some stuff done. The cockpit is a little looser than I'd like, but as long as it doesn't come out when I shake it, it'll be fine. The rattling is more the LED inside the head. So I'm gonna go last call for comments, and then I'm gonna end the stream. Just because I'm feeling far too tired to continue going on. And of course I need a new cable. Looks really solid so far. Yep, indeed. It actually just feels like a good Smile Company kit. Whatever like mistakes that whatever like mishaps that I've experienced with this kit are all because of me messing up. So the fitment was fine, the gate placement was fine, the build quality is fine, and the only concerning part is that I may have messed up the LEDs, but I really hope that the whole electromagnetic gimmick actually works, so that the LEDs that I mounted inside the head and chest will actually light up. This is not a kit I will decide to touch up. It has a decal guide in the back, but I don't think it really needs it, to be honest, because I want to keep the whole cartoony aesthetic of this being based off of the next stream. And instead of making it realistic like a full-on metal build, I just want to keep the cartoony aesthetic. So this may be a kit that I actually don't have to do anything to. Here it is with the new original head, by the way. And honestly, I still prefer the Gundam head, to be honest. Like, what do you tune into my channel for? But yeah, that's good. That looks really Gundam Build Fighters. Yeah? You think? But yeah, I think that is basically gonna wrap it up for this stream. And like I said, I am gonna be swapping the cable and hopefully having a much better stream tomorrow. And tomorrow, actually, let's check the progress because we have the waist coming up next. So we have the waist that covers a few pages. I think the arms, I can build both of them simultaneously. And that covers about 3 pages. Oh yeah, there's a tool that, yeah, they have a tool to assist with assembling the manipulators. And apparently it's intended to be constructed simultaneously either way. So, yep, that's going to be good. The legs, I think, may need to take another stream in and of themselves before we move on to the weapons. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Like, we'll see how things go. And so tomorrow I think I will be completing the waist and the arms, and then on Sunday I'm gonna be streaming. Hey Yosin, thank you for the $20 super chat. Let's end the stream with this surprise then. Thank you, it was a very nice surprise. Today the MGSD Destiny is released in Thailand. I'm excited. Hopefully you're gonna have fun with that. But like I said, tomorrow completing more of this kit. On Sunday I'm gonna be streaming more Daemon X Machina, Titanic Scion, and then I'm gonna do some predictions based on my tracking information, and maybe I will be doing the Legend Gundam on Monday then. So if all goes well, we'll do a Legend Gundam stream on Monday. So that's the plan so far. I'm going to be announcing it later on. And yeah, that's basically going to wrap it up for this stream. Thank you all so much for popping by, for being patient with me, and all of the technical issues that still have yet to be solved. And hopefully you guys had a wonderful time. And I'll see you all next time. Good night.